Hello, just a short one today to introduce you to a match made in heaven combination of equipment, this pair. The Edelkrone Slider kit and the Laowa probe lens, as I'm sure you've all seen before. I have a full video on these two as well, showing you more examples, and you can see that video up here. But in this video, I just wanted to quickly explain what you get with the Slider kit and what you can achieve with this fantastic duo. Future Sam here, just a quick one to say that Hire a Camera have lent me this gear to do the review, but they have not sponsored this video, they've not told me to say anything. If you want to know a little bit more about them, there'll be a link in the description below so you can go and check them out, along with the products that I'm talking about in this video. So, I'll let you get back to past Sam. So first of all, the probe lens. It's a wide angle macro lens. It's 24mm. Obviously macro, you can get super close to get all the detail in your shot. And it's got a really long snout. It actually reminds me of the Joker's gun from Batman. What an amazing film that was. Now usually macro lenses have a tighter focal length, but because this is 24mm, it gives you a wider field of view and a completely different perspective for those close-up shots, and there's nothing else that looks like it, and that's why this is so popular recently. Now this thin barrel design lets you get even closer to the detail because you can poke in between objects and just get shots that you won't be able to get with a larger lens. For example, imagine trying to get this in between some chess pieces or a pack of cards, whereas this, you can do it. With an aperture range of f14 to f40, you're going to need a load of light to make sure that it's well lit. But that's good because it helps keep things in focus. If it was any more wide open, being that close would mean that it'd be nearly impossible to get anything in focus. So it's not all bad. Don't think of it as a bad thing. Just make sure you've got enough light. But as a bonus, this thing has a light on the end. Oh yeah, did I mention it's also waterproof? And if you watch the other video, you'll be able to see some examples of that. Overall, this is an incredible lens for photography and videography. There's nothing like it. So moving on to the slider, it's the Edelkrone Slider Plus V5 kit. Now it actually comes with the 3-axis pan and tilt modules as well, which are great for getting all sorts of B-roll type shots. But the Slider Plus V5 actually moves, the rails move, so you can get a further dolly motion. Look at that. And it also means that while you are doing a dolly, normally you see the rails in the shot, and you don't want that. But because these actually move out of the way with the camera, you're actually getting a longer dolly shot. And I think that's an incredible design. Whoever thought of that was a genius. And it also means, like, however long this is, I don't know how long it is, because the rails are moving, you're getting a longer dolly movement and slider movement. It's incredible. So it's even more compact. Now all the sorcery involved with this slider comes down to this. It's the Slide Module V3. Now it's all wireless, so it connects to your phone. There's an app that you use to control the slider, but it also connects to other modules that you can add onto this slider wirelessly. So by the end of it, your slider system doesn't look like a plate of spaghetti. There's no cables anywhere, all wireless. And it's super easy to set up as well. You just press pair on your phone and they all sync up instantly. It's really good. And all the modules take Canon batteries, which is great, so you can charge them with your Canon charger. But as well, it's got an incline function, and you can set the tension of the slider to make sure it's safe if you're doing diagonal movements. And it's great, I just love having that function. Then you've got the pan head one, and you can get 2 of these, and with these L brackets you can pair them together to get a pan and tilt motion, and they're super strong. You've got 6.8 kilogram payload on the pan, so you can get a nice heavy camera setup on there, and a 3.1 kilogram payload for the tilt motion as well. So again, that will hold a decent sized camera setup. So all you do is program your movements using the app and let it do its thing. So, both very impressive pieces of gear individually, but when you pair them together, they become even better, basically. It's just the perfect combination. Look how smooth that is. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Hire a Camera for lending me these pieces of gear. They're absolutely incredible. If you're thinking about hiring some camera equipment, look no further because these guys are the best. The best customer service I've ever experienced with anything, to be honest. And they're not paying me to say that. That is my honest feedback, because I used the company before we started working together, and whoever you get on the phone, they're always happy to help. So friendly, all of them. So thank you so much. If you want to hire anything for your next project, click the link in the description below. That will take you straight to the website. These pieces of gear are very expensive and they're very specialist. For example, obviously like the probe lens, it's very good at what it does. So rather than buying one and paying out all that money, it's definitely worth hiring and just build it into the cost of your production. You can just hire it when you need it, rather than paying all that money up front and then having it sat there to be used once or twice throughout the year, maybe, obviously depending on what you do. As always, let me know what you think to these pieces of gear down in the comments below. Don't forget, I've got another video so you can watch that. It's more in-depth video, show you more examples and a little bit more behind the scenes of how I filmed with these pieces of gear. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more gear reviews and tutorials. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next one.